I'm Dr. Lora Shahine. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about how to find the right fertility doctor for you. I'm Dr. Lora Shahine. I'm a reproductive endocrinologist helping people build their families for over 15 years. And today I want to help you find the right fertility doctor for you. This is a common question that I get on Instagram, on TikTok, on comments and questions here in YouTube videos. So I know you want to figure this out. I want to help you find the right doctor for you. This is specifically about fertility doctors, but you can actually use these tips when you're trying to find any doctor, because the doctor-patient relationship is so important that you really want to connect with someone and make sure that you feel confident in the care that you're receiving. So I'm going to talk about 5 main things to think about when you're trying to find that right fertility doctor. Number 1, logistics. So fertility care often is more than one visit. It can be an initial consult followed up by testing. Sometimes that testing is done at different times in your menstrual cycle. Then it's another follow-up visit. Treatment can often take multiple visits. So it's important when you're thinking about finding that right doctor for you, you first think about logistics like location. So think about that and start looking in places that would be easy for you to get to. And that is a great way to narrow down the clinics that you're looking for and finding that right doctor. Other logistics can be insurance coverage. You know, if you are fortunate enough to have fertility benefits, which everyone should, but not everyone does, then ask your insurance company if there is a clinic or a doctor that they contract with that can help narrow down when you're starting to look. So logistics like location and insurance coverage are really important places to start. Number 2, think about the whole clinic. I talk to my patients a lot about I could be the nicest, most compassionate, smartest doctor in the world, but if I didn't have Pacific Northwest Fertility and specifically the IVF lab that I have, I would not be able to provide the success rates that we all do here. So I love having partners who can help me take care of my patients. I talk to my patients, they have like multiple brains, you know, not just one, but we collaborate and we really care for people as a team. And then I cannot overemphasize the importance of the IVF lab. I am so proud of the lab that we have here and the lab directors that I work with, incredible success rates. The size of the clinic matters. So we're kind of like a medium-sized clinic. So we're always up and running, and we always have embryologists that are doing the things that they need to do, like genetic testing of embryos and egg freezing and things like that. If you go to a smaller clinic, like a solo practitioner, that's amazing. You get one-on-one care. You know who you're going to see. That's wonderful. But that person is probably not doing IVF all the time, might be batching, might not have embryologists in-house all the time that need to do the type of care that you might need. So just really think about the whole clinic, not just the doctor. Number 3, try referrals, recommendations. Ask your trusted primary care doctor, your OBGYN, your friend, your family. If you know anybody in healthcare, anybody who has had fertility treatments, who did they go see? What was their experience like? Not just did they have a baby or not, but what was their care like? Did they feel confident in their care? Would they recommend that somebody goes to that clinic or not? So word of mouth, referrals, recommendations are really important. Going online can be really common and it can be helpful, but just realize that not every comment online is necessarily the whole picture. Really extreme comments, negative or extreme positive, just kind of read a lot of comments if you're going to go to one of these online kind of reviews of doctors. There's so many out there and they're not always well cultivated. And so just make sure you read a lot and don't just take like the first review that comes up and just make assumptions that that is the only, opinion out there about the doctor or the clinic. So there's nothing like word of mouth or getting referrals from people that you trust. Online resources can be helpful, but just take everything with a grain of salt. Number 4, look for a doctor and a clinic that has areas of interest that are important to you. So not every clinic and not every doctor is going to be really specialized in every single person's needs. So if you are looking for support for surrogacy, for LGBTQI plus family building, for PCOS, endometriosis, recurrent pregnancy loss, go through the website as a first look to kind of, is this a place that's really dedicated to helping people like me? If you can't find that information on the website, you could always call the clinic and ask and say, hey, this is me. I'm looking for egg freezing. Is this something that you guys really specialize in, or is it something you just kind of do every once in a while? Ask around and look for a clinic that is well-versed and focuses on what you need. And number 5, after the visit, after that initial consult, really take time and do a deep dive into, have I found the right doctor for me? Do you feel respected? Do you feel listened to? Were there clear directions on what the next steps were and how to get your additional questions answered? I have a whole nother video on kind of red flags for fertility doctors and doctors in general, like things that if you're experiencing, you want to say, oof, maybe this is not the right doctor for me. But those same type of tips can help when you're really interacting with a doctor. If you are hiding things from your doctor or feel ashamed about talking about supplements or the fact that you do acupuncture to help, do a little self-check. Like, your doctor should be open to listening to you. It should be a collaborative relationship. It doesn't mean that that doctor absolutely believes that every single person should do acupuncture, but it should be a conversation. You shouldn't be put down or made to feel ashamed for having questions or looking at alternatives to care. So really do that work to kind of, if you get a gut feeling that this is not the right connection, don't be afraid to get a second opinion and find the doctor that's right for you. You do not have to go to the first doctor in the first clinic that you make an appointment with. If you are feeling that it might not be a good fit, get another appointment, check out another place, check out a different doctor. And that you could always go back to the first one, but you don't have to settle. You need to find the right doctor for you. So let's recap. 5 things that you want to think about to find the right fertility doctor for you. Number 1, logistics. Think about location, think about insurance coverage. It can be multiple visits, so think about what that's going to be like for you. Number 2, think about the whole clinic. So it's not just the one-on-one doctor relationship. It's making sure that the clinic has the right services that you need and are right for you. Think about the whole clinic, think about the IVF lab, think about what you need, think about services, and find that right clinic. Number 3, word of mouth, referral, personal recommendations. That can be so helpful in finding the right doctor for you. Number 4, find that person that specializes in your particular situation, whether it's PCOS, need of donor sperm, endometriosis, whatever it is. Make sure that they have experience and comfort level in taking care of you. And number 5, after that visit and that initial consultation, take the time to do a deep dive into, do you feel respected? Do you feel heard? Have you found that right doctor in that right clinic? And if not, do not be afraid to have a second opinion and to look around. Find that right doctor for you. I hope this video is helpful. Like this video if you learned something, comment with questions that you have, subscribe to this channel, and stick around for more learning.